Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to bring you through a case study of how a brand is doing $8.3 million every single month. This isn't one of our clients, but it's a client that we take inspiration from to scale also our clients to $1 million months. And I'll show you some examples in just a second. What I'm going to do in this video is sure I will bring you through some ads that work for them, some funnels that work for them, but most importantly, more than anything else, I want to break down the framework, overall business framework, e-commerce framework that they're using. What are the principles that they're using to scale to multiple 8 figures per year? Actually, they just hit 9 figures because they just hit $100 million in the last 2024. So I'm going to bring you through a lot of things. Make sure to stick until the end, and let's get it going with no further ado. Great, so before we get going with the video and the actual case study, if you are a new viewer, I just want to kind of like prove to you that I am qualified to speak about these things, because I know that there's a lot of people speaking about random things, but we work with 100 plus e-commerce brands. We manage 7 and 8 figure clients mostly. This is just one of our clients that in January 6th generate 40,000. Let's just do a random day, whatever, the 8th. Also doing $40,000 days, and so on and so forth. So we're used to understanding how this caliber of client or brand works and how to get there in the first place, right? So by the way, like all the analysis that I'm going to do in this video is kind of like frameworks that we study from direct best competitors that are maybe 3, 4, 5 steps ahead compared to our clients, because competitor research, and this is by the way the brand Our Place that I'm going to talk about, they're doing $100 million in sales, mostly or purely online. And so, as I was saying before, part of the strategy to get results in the first place, and I've said this every single time in all my videos, is to study frameworks that are related to what you're selling yourself. And so, if I had a client that sold kitchen products, I would go in and study Our Place. So there's a reason. It's not that it's just random. Of course, it's also useful to study other types of companies and get inspiration from them, but it's always the best of the scenarios to study a direct best competitor that isn't 1,000 steps ahead, but is maybe 5, 10 steps ahead, right? So keep that in mind. Now, let's get into what exactly they're doing. As I always like to show here, I use this tool called Archer. I follow the brand and I'm able to break down exactly the distribution of ads, the images, videos they're running, their kind of top landing pages. When I'm going to talk about a couple of things over here that is really, really important. And then, of course, we can filter by active ads. Let me just do this very quickly, so we can take a look at the analysis. And I also filter by longest running, because if we study longest running ads, we study exactly why it's working for them, right? That's the whole point. Now, what I'm noticing over here that's really working well, and we've worked with at least, it's hard to count, but at least a handful, multiple home decor brands. And so I would say this is also part, like home decor, kitchenware, all these types of companies sell products that typically need a lot of visual selling or demos. What I mean by demos is essentially this girl going in, this girl going in and doing a demo of the product, as you can see over here. Let me just pause the volume. And so there's literally a demo of how they're using the product, right? Which is really, really important. I always like to say, if you can include some sort of demo, another example is here, you will sell more, because demo sells. Like, you're showing how the product can help them solve a problem or how it's going to facilitate their life. You're literally showing how it's done, right? An air fryer that does this is another thing. This is maybe more of a visual ad. This is an unboxing video, but whatever. It's from Selena Gomez, it seems like. Yep, and so she did some B-roll. This is mostly like an authority figure ad. But you see, these are all, what works well, by the way, if you are selling kitchenware products, is adding an extra element that allows people to stick and watch the ad. In this case, it's food. You guessed it, right? And so everybody, if you look at like the most viral videos, many of them are food videos based on food, because people love food. So it's like, whether you like the pan or not, you're going to watch the video because you like what they're cooking, right? And so what I'm noticing here is that a lot of UGC, they're running a lot of professional ads too, but a lot of them are also UGC based. Are you tired of scrubbing stuck on food off your pot? The Mini Perfect Pot 2.0's patented So this is whatever, you can read it. I'm going to stop the volume. And what they're doing here is like a B-roll strategy with different scenes. I've explained this. I'll go deeper into this. I've explained this in my other videos as well. But they're essentially getting a bunch of B-rolls, putting the B-rolls together, and adding AI voiceovers. As you could probably tell, that AI voiceover. But this is also a 2023 ad. So AI voiceovers weren't that good a year and a half ago, right? At this point, it's over a year and a half ago. And so right now, AI voiceovers are super, super interesting. And so you can use 11 Labs to basically do that. You can click on 11 Labs, and there's like a text to speech kind of feature where you can basically, type something like, I am Brando and I love UGC videos. And then you can choose your...
I'm Brando, and I love UGC videos.
And so you can choose your voice here. It's very, very useful. And you can literally use this for all the videos. And as you can see, there's Bill.
I am Brando, and I love UGC videos.
And then you can choose, of course, a female or Jessica. Let's see how Jessica sounds. You get the point.
I am Brando, and I love UGC videos.
And of course, you can also have accents. So this is really, really useful. What we typically do and how we scale horizontally with our ads is that we get B-rolls, whatever, footage, B-rolls, mashups. We put them there, and then we scale horizontally with different scripts by matching different visuals to the script so that we can scale that horizontally, right? This is a very, very useful way to scale the script. Because the script in itself is typically 60 to 70% of the success of the ad and why it's successful. Sure, you need to be a good creator, but sometimes the creator just has to show the right things at the right time by following the right script. So we've seen that really focusing and honing down on the script is really, really essential, okay? Going back over here, what I'd love to see over here, and like you can take a look at these types of ads. And by the way, like one thing that I love about this feature or Archer is that you can go in here and install, as I said in my other videos, you can download the video, you can see the ad copy, you can transcribe the script from the actor, from the AI voiceover or the UGC person speaking, and then you can create similar scripts so that you're on point with what was working before. I always like to see also image ads. It's very, very interesting to see image ads because they're running 50% of ads are images. And so look at how beautiful these image ads are. They're like mostly features, benefits. There's always food on the table, as you can see, which is super, super essential. There's review ads, right? There's offer ads. There's demo features and benefits ads. These are absolutely amazing designs. If you don't know where to look, you can just go on Creative OS. And this tool basically allows you to sign up, and it will give you pre-framed templates. Let me just show you. I'm not going to log in right now. We have an account, but you can go in here and you can filter by templates or what you're looking for, testimonial, review ads, offer, post purchase, whatever. And then you can, it will basically send you, or these are email templates, but you can also do it for just image ads. And it will send you the Figma file or the Canva file to copy and paste, and you can just mix and match. These are basically, this is going to be a headline, this is going to be a sub-headline, this is going to be an image, and you can just mix, match, and replace. And it saves you like 50-70% of your time. And so this is an amazing tool that we use. It's absolutely great. It's only $50 a month. You can take a look if you're interested. Now, and I'm mentioning this because what I've noticed also is that everybody's moving away from image ads, but the reality is that image ads really work and they're untapped, and we're in a position where it actually can get really good cost per acquisitions. Typically, I would say 2-3 years ago, we thought that image ads were mostly for retargeting, and that is also true. Like some of these ads are also for retargeting, but a lot of these are also not, like a lot, because they're just there to explain features, benefits, and showing before and afters, doing us versus them comparisons with competitors. Look how beautiful they are, and they drive costs down. And some of these ads have been running since 2023. Let's take a look at the most recent ads to see what they're doing. Most recent, they're still running. These are basically, of course, if you know, and one thing, by the way, before I move on, one thing I love about this is because is that you can filter by random and like most trending. And the good thing about kind of ads, whether it's an image ad or a video ad, is that if you spot the trend, for example, like this one is really doing really well. Decline, accept offer. Like this is a cool one. Let me see if I can find other really viral ones over here as I'm scrolling. You see they're doing it again over here. These are just like more. You see, it seems like it's really working for them, right? So they're taking advantage of this trend. This is a normal us versus them ad, but look how beautiful these designs are. I really think this is something that all brands should do, especially if you're selling something that is like visual. So apparel, home decor, kitchen products, if you're selling frames, if you're selling anything literally that is literally requires a demo or that you can kind of buy by just seeing it. Like if you're selling a skincare product, sure, you can also do that. It really works well, but the chances are you will mostly succeed with video ads because you need more of like a demonstration as well, right? This does require demonstration, but it could also sell itself with image ads. Now, I'm going to move on because I did speak about this topic for a while, but also what I want to allow you to note here is that their CRO game is on a next level. You know what? I'm going to talk about this later. I want to share something first here, and I've spoken about the ads, but I want to share with you exactly how these 7 or 8 figure companies are really testing, okay, and how they're getting to these 8-figure kind of multi 7-figure months, right? And so the traditional 6-7 figure business typically has 1 to 3 products. Which is, by the way, like you can get to 8 figures with 1 to 3 products. I'm not saying you cannot do that, but it's way easier to have a stronger and more reliable spread of products or series of products that can allow you to scale there, because chances are if you test 3 products compared to testing maybe 100 products or having 200 SKUs on your store, there's a big difference. You can find more winners, you can find opportunities, and you can also distribute your cash flow over here. And this is what they're doing. If I hop on over here, they're selling different offers to an oven. They're doing offers with pans. They're doing offers with bundles and savings, or they're sending people over here with different bundles. But they have bakeware, appliances, tableware, kitchen tools, cookware. So they have a lot of products. So this also increases customer return rate. This is really detrimental for customer return rate. Really important. And so this is kind of my point over here. So typically companies that are doing really well have more than one product. And the reason I do the example of one product is because a lot of these people, I receive a lot of inquiries of people coming to me and saying, oh, I reached 6 figures, 7 figures, and I have like 1-2 products. I'm like, cool, amazing. Maybe it is an evergreen product, but products, just like trends die, products die, they need innovation. So you don't need to launch completely new products. You can also launch the upgraded version, so people are continuously updated or buying the new version. So you need to give them a reason to come back and buy more. And at the same time, you need to offer opportunities of upselling, downselling, and them spending more and distributing your cash flow risks, right? So this is really important. And this is an example of like 5% of cash flow doing in number 1, 5% going to product number 2, 30% going to product number 5 because it's a winner. Same thing with product number 6. You get the point. Now, one other thing that they're doing that is scaling with offers. Just like they're scaling with products, they're really scaling with offers. And let me show you once again over here what I mean by offers. It's that, you know, they're doing bundles and offers. Just like they're promoting different products, as I told you, 1, 2, 3, whatever. These are just some random examples. They're doing also bundles and offers and doing kind of like increasing perceived value without just cutting too much the cost, but just selling sets and selling just testing offers. This is literally what they're doing. And if you just look at all of the top landing pages, they're sending traffic to different types of pages, not only because they're testing new products, but also because they're testing new offers. And so just like the philosophy that I took with products, if you go in here and you distribute your offers, instead of just relying on one offer, you are able to find multiple offers that bring in more revenue or distribute your revenue, creating a much more consistent, healthier, and sustainable business. Then this helps. And of course, each offer is going to have their multiple, creatives and stuff like that. Example over here, I know that I'm going back and forth, but you can basically, one feature here is that you can show associated ads based on that landing page. And as you can see, they're running a bunch of different ads. They're running 112 ads just for this landing page, right? So you can do the math and understand how important this is. Now, let's see what else we have to talk about in this diagram. Next thing that I want to talk about, which is really important, is scaling with marketing angles. Okay, this is what typically, just like you scale with products, it's the same exact thing applies. Just like you scale with offers, you should scale with creatives and marketing angles. That's a no-brainer. Creatives for sure, but marketing angles is even more important than the creative, because the marketing angle is the way that you're promoting the product, right? So this example, I always take an example. You can promote this product because it's small and convenient and you can put it in your pocket. That's one angle. Another angle, you can just, of course, sell what's inside. It's hydrating, it makes you think well. You can also sell the same exact thing that it's inside the bottle, but to workers or entrepreneurs, saying that if they drink this, they're gonna make more money because they're more concentrated as they work, right? You can be creative and sell your product in different ways, not only just different products, but also different ways. You can sell this product in a dozen, 50, 100 different ways. So what I've noticed that these companies are doing, and this is what we also thrive to do, is that they scale with different marketing angles. And once they find winners, meaning angles that are really resonating with the market, and they find the product market fit with that angle, they double down and triple down and 10x on exactly the new creative concepts within the marketing angle. So what I mean by creative concept is basically, let me just show you. So what they're doing here, let's just take on this example of a product. As I said before, associated ads. They're running 94 ads over here. As you can see, these are image ads, okay? But they're also testing other creative concepts probably, right? This is an offer. This is another creative concept because it's an us versus them. This is a features and benefits. It's another creative concept. We're mostly seeing images over here, maybe because I filter by images. Yeah, probably. So, boom. 187 ads. And so you can tell that I'm not going to go through all these ads, but these ads have different creative concepts. Another example of creative concept is like AI voiceovers, ASMR videos, us versus them. Like all these are creative concepts. And so what ends up happening is that we actually have a creative concept sheet that allows it to scale. So what we do for clients is that we fill up the angles, basically what I showed you before. We find winning angles, and then we scale, as I said, with creative concepts. And these are just some examples: reviews, unboxing, reaction, comment overload, the ad that does like do, basically all the comment overloads in the first 3 seconds of the video as a hook, ASMR, AI songs, X reasons why, boomerang. All these things are really scalable. And we also have like inspirational links. By the way, if you want access to this and a bunch of other resources here, there's this is a sheet that we use to scale 8-figure clients. We have daily reports, color-coded stuff where you can plug and play your numbers. We have creative concepts, creative testing tracking sheets, ad copies sheet, UGC tracker, visuals, storyboards, CRO tracker. We basically have, we create systems and processes for 7 and 8-figure companies to get them to the next level. And this is what we use. If you want access to this, you can actually click the link down below. It's somewhere in the description and you can download it. Just give me your email and automatically you'll receive it in your inbox. Just make sure to create a copy, of course, because then you cannot use it. But it's a really useful tool also for email marketing, and there's a bunch of other things that are really, really, really important. Okay, so this being said, let's actually continue what we were talking about. So what's really important to understand over here, as I was saying, what was I talking about? Boom, framework. Okay, yeah, scaling with angles is really, really important. And then of course, there, the rule that we apply is that you should put 80% of your focus on angles that you know are going to work and that you've tested before. The other 20% should go towards testing new angles with some creative concepts. Of course, you cannot go all in and basically blast and put all of your energies over here. It wouldn't make any sense because you don't know if it's going to work. And if you do that, your ads are going to become overall unprofitable. So you want to be smart with that and spend 80% here on the winning ones and then 20% on the new angles or new creative concepts that you want to test to find new things that are emerging, trends, what's going viral, what angles might work, so that you can replace eventually a winning angle that will not be a winner anymore with a new angle that will. So this is how marketing works. Things get saturated. Another thing that I noticed, and I wanted to, this is why I showed you also the beautiful landing page that they were promoting, is that they are always, these companies, man, like they're always going all in on conversion rate optimization. So they're testing, whether it's an advertorial or a product page, they're testing headlines, CTAs, offers, of course, testimonial sections, all the different sections of the landing page. And then of course they're documenting everything. And this is exactly what you can get access to also to the sheet is this CRO sheet, right? Go here, we have a CRO sheet where we track basically every single test and everything is super calculated so that we know exactly what was the hypothesis and what was the result. So we have the hypothesis, the A/B test version, right? Whether whatever this is for the client, whether it was approved or not. We have a Figma link so that we can visually see it. You can do these things yourself. Expected conversion rate, and then the actual conversion rate result, and whether it was a winner or a loser, successful, unsuccessful, successful, successful, whatever. And then you can also write notes. So this is a really useful kind of like diagram that we use for CRO. Use this, implement it, use tools like Gem Pages, or another really good one is Intelligems. CRO, something like that. And this basically allows you to do a bunch of other split tests, like including price split testing. So you can run one product and then go into Intelligems and basically go in and do like a price split test, which is really important. It's probably the most profitable split test that you can do, because if you increase your pricing and your conversion rate doesn't change, you're making a lot more money immediately, right? So this is an app that I also recommend. Also, if you want something more basic, Gem Pages. Intelligems is only for CRO, so you need a page builder or you need a developer to use Intelligems. Gem Pages also is a full-on page builder, but also has some CRO aspects to it. Another good one is I totally forgot what it's called. I have it in the tip of my tongue, but I totally forgot. Either way, you can take a look and see what it fits for you. Gem Pages is good. I like it. Next, moving forward, let's talk about KPI tracking and documentation. This is what I showed you. See the command center, what I wanted to show you. This is what I showed you so far before with the command center. 8-figure companies, multi-7-figure companies, and 8-figure companies, they track everything. They have nothing that they leave around. So what I'm showing you here with KPI tracking is that we track every single creative test. And this is what they're doing. I can assure you this is what they're doing. They track every single creative test, or just tests in general, that they put into the ad account, and we test and we track exactly everything based on that test. The messaging, the avatar, the hook, the main emotion that we want to inspire, whether it was an image or a video, and then of course the results, so that we can take calculated decisions, because it's really important, right? And then we have, of course, a daily report where we can track everything, as I told you before. But we have, and this is color coded, right? Why is it color coded? It's color coded because it's really easy to understand trends and understand, okay, this is maybe a period where we need to descale, the CPMs are good, maybe we need to scale. All these things are really important to consider. And if you have a color coding system, which is incorporated in this document, you can have scaling becomes just a numbers game of like analyzing your data and looking at the boring stuff, right? Unfortunately, this is boring stuff. It's not like fun stuff. It's very nerdy and boring stuff, but like the rich people are nerds. Just look at the rich people and you'll see that they're all nerds. And so, this is really important. So if there's one thing that you should start doing, if you're not, is documenting the hell out of what your system processes, ad copies, creatives, and because it's really important, honestly. Okay. Now, what I want to show you over here as well is bulletproof creative infrastructure. Let me briefly talk about this. As I showed you before, what they're really good at is pumping in. This is just for one, but they're really good at pumping in UGC video ads at scale. Like, you can take a look at their library, but all of these are perfect UGC videos with subtitles and headlines and very good scripts. How do you pump that volume and while still achieving without breaking the bank, right? Especially if you're starting out. I talk about this many times, but like, bear with me if you heard me for the 100th time speaking about this. But the B-roll strategy is with something that we use. We partner with creators. We tell them to shoot videos that are 3 to 10 seconds long. They go into and these are like scenes, like them being happy, them being sad, them using the pan, then baking the eggs, stuff like that. And then we put them into a B-roll folder, and then we scale with AI scripts, which is 11 Labs, which is what I explained before, and we just change the scenery. This is what happens as the end results. We have a bunch of ads. By just investing into 5 UGC people, we can create multiple ads and scale from there. One last thing that I want to talk about over here is how they're doing a multi-channel marketing approach, right? They're really building a channel that is omnipresent. They're on Meta, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, they're doing SMS, I know for sure. Email, we signed up and we know. Google, so let me show you over here. Like they are all over the place. If I go over here, you can actually look at their ads library. In the meantime, I'll talk about that later. They have 540 ads active. Let's filter by active ads. Active ads. 490 active ads. That's a lot of money. That's multi six figures, if not seven figures in ad spend. And then they're also doing TikTok organic. So they're all over on TikTok, 350,000 followers on TikTok. They're posting every single day, even if the views are not huge at times and not everything goes viral. They're posting daily, like 2 to 4 times a day. And then they're also, of course, doing other things, and they're doing retargeting ads on Google Ads. I also know that they're not only doing retargeting ads, but they're also running normal ads. But they're also on Google to capture. And so what's probably happening here is that sure, they can rank for search terms, but they are spending a lot of money here, and they're also just recapturing a bunch of the demand over here on Google. And so they're all over the place. They're also on TikTok. I did not open Instagram, but they also have a big following on Instagram, and they're posting daily. So what's really important is that if you decide that this is going to be the company that you want to grow and you want to get to that next level, start thinking about organic. Like if you are able to generate a machine that pumps in 20% of your revenue, like completely organically without ad spend, that alone is so much more valuable. On top of that, if you do organic, it will allow you to create more or launch and scale ads more profitably, because you create more retargeting groups, and people are just more aware of you because they see your ads, and then they see your organic, and you're creating this omnipresent approach. And this is what it's working well. What works well, and what 8-figure companies do for a fact. Like I know this for a fact. This is what our companies, our brands are doing, and what we're striving them to do and pushing them to do, and how it works. One last thing is like building a strong and structured team. This is how our own pod is kind of like structured. This is just for the paid ads team. We also have the same exact structure of the pod, but for other departments. And so this is typically what companies do. This is what we do. You can probably maybe replicate something similar. We have a pod director, then you have a head of performance, along with a creative director that manages and kind of like manages the team from a creative perspective. This is head of performance is mostly for ads, and also of course some creative ideas. And then we have a media buyer. We have a VA connected to the media buyer to help him or her with managing media buying stuff. Then we have a copywriter, and then video editors and graphic designers that basically receive tasks. These are the people that receive tasks. This is an independent person. These are the leaders. And then of course there's also typically a VA that goes with a creative director, UGC director, the person also responsible for making sure that creative tasks are being done. Okay, I'm gonna stop my rant here. I know that I spoke about a lot of different things. If there's one thing that is missing over here that I didn't talk about, is the landing page. I talked about CRO before, but just take a look at the sleekness of this page, if that's even a word. 6-in-1 air fryer and toasters oven with steam infusion, whatever. This is a feature. Price with offer. I like this button, very CRO friendly. They have kind of like upselling offers. I also like how their cart looks, because it's not a normal cart. It's like everything is on a sidebar, and there's also upselling opportunities here where you can basically just look at the product more in detail if you want within the cart, and you can add it if you really want to, and you can buy more, right? And there's offers, and there's also free shipping. If this wasn't free shipping and I bought maybe something that wasn't as expensive, let's test it. Maybe they would tell me that, yeah, you see, $45 away from free shipping, free standard shipping. So maybe, you know what, I want hot grips as well. And so these are all conversion mechanisms that are really, really important. $25 away, let's buy a pan, so we get free shipping. So these are all very, very good. You can add gift notes. And then of course, one other thing that I really like is their checkout, super clean. And there's also upselling opportunities within here. So you can add whatever you want, and it works very, very well. This is sold out. Good for them. Okay, so look, I'm gonna stop talking about this too much, but look, their landing page looks very well. Oh, by the way, if there's one thing that I really recommend for you to do, which helps with conversions, is sure, like have bundles and tiered sections to increase AOV. Have amazing web kind of like presentation in terms of images, graphics, and stuff like that. But one really important thing is having UGC elements within your page, because people are really interested about what other people just like them are buying, how they look and how they use the product, and all that stuff. And then of course they have a bunch of reviews, like 38,000 reviews, and then their overall page just looks very clean. Let me zoom out a little bit. Very clean page. Features and benefits. I like this a lot. Essentially what you need, an FAQ section, really important for conversions, and then a bunch of reviews. Very standard. I hope this video was valuable. I know it was a bit longer than usual, but I really hope it was valuable. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.